starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Wisconsin's spring election is now less than 1 week away. The big statewide race is for Superintendent of Public Instruction, or State Superintendent. Dr. Deborah Kerr and Dr. Jill Underly are the two women on that ballot. Last week, we talked to Dr. Kerr about her vision for the state's education system. So this week, Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson caught up with Dr. Underly to hear about her priorities as potential state superintendent.
Dr. Jill Underly is one of two women in the race for state superintendent in the spring election April 6th. And one of the pressing questions is whether or not schools should open back up. It's one thing the two candidates agree on.
I do think schools should be reopened. I really feel that that's the case.
Dr. Underly is currently school superintendent at a rural school district in southern Wisconsin, where she says having the school open has been in students' favor.
I'll just say that my school has been open. We've worked really hard to reopen our school, and I've led those efforts in my school district by working with our school board, our families, our teachers, in our community. And so when we look at it, we know that that's how kids learn best, is in person.
COVID-19 is not the only problem rural schools have to face. Several Northwood school districts must undergo a referendum every 3 to 4 years. She blames the statewide funding formula.
Our current school funding formula is broken. It's not working for our school districts based on the fact that so many have to go to referendum every election, it seems.
As a state superintendent of a small school district, she's gone through referendums more than once. By this, Underly says she wants to make school funding one of her top priorities as state superintendent.
My biggest priority is really for all our schools, is to get them more funding so that they can offer the programs that they need to offer. And rural schools really do suffer, from low funding.
One of the programs Underly wants to see expanded is early childhood education. Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Outside, Jeff, as we mentioned yesterday, some cold temperatures today.
Yeah, some sun is getting through, but it doesn't matter. Temperatures are cold out there now. In fact, highs for most of us in the 20s today. It's currently 24 in Rhinelander, 28 for Tomahawk, 30 though for Mosinee. And there are warmer temperatures on the way. A bit warmer tomorrow, followed by a bit warmer on Friday and Saturday. And here it is. The cold air definitely won this battle, right? But there is some warmer temperatures right down there. That's moving our direction for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A couple of you could still do 70 this weekend. Outside now, though, not much going on at all. Lots of clear skies across the area with some clouds in there as well. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and cold with low temperatures down near 13. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. The Wisconsin State Supreme Court has struck down Governor Tony Evers' statewide mask mandate, ruling Evers exceeded his authority by unilaterally extending the mandate through multiple emergency orders. The 4-3 ruling comes after Republicans in the legislature voted to repeal the mask mandate months ago, only to see Evers quickly reissue it. The court ruled any public health emergency issued by Evers is valid for just 60 days and cannot be extended without approval of the legislature. Evers says he's been using science to guide his decisions and urges people to continue to wear masks. You'll remember after the mandate was put in place, most local law enforcement said they were not going to enforce it anyway. So we'll see if this latest ruling has any impact on mask usage or not. Today, the daily number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin dipped back below 500 after crossing above that mark for the first time in about a month yesterday. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports 563 new cases. It drops a 7-day rolling average to 470. DHS also reports 10 new deaths today, keeping our 7-day rolling average at 4. Our regional hospitalization numbers also rose today. Meanwhile, more than 30% of all people in Wisconsin have now received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. DHS reports about 18% of people in the state have now completed their vaccination. We're averaging about 50,000 doses given out per day over the last week. The CDC reports the United States has now distributed more than 150 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine, but nationally the number of new cases and deaths are once again rising, though not to levels we saw most of this winter. Sarah Doloff reports.
the country watching closely for signs of a fourth COVID wave.
This is a critical moment in our fight against the pandemic. As we see increases in cases, we can't afford to let our guard down.
The U.S. now recording nearly 62,000 new cases and almost 1,000 deaths per day. Health experts pleading with states to maintain or reinstate mask mandates.
If we're acting on our own, we will lose even more people. If we're acting together, we can defeat this.
It's a race between spreading virus variants and continued vaccination efforts. Pfizer reporting today its vaccine was 100% effective in preventing infection in trials involving 12 to 15-year-olds.
It really is encouraging, and I think as we move down in age groups, I'm hopeful that we'll see a similar result.
The company plans to request emergency use authorization for younger teens in the coming weeks.
Well, we probably have it in time for the fall school year, which is, I think, what people have focused on.
Some states like West Virginia and Indiana now vaccinating those 16 and up. One county in California doing the same ahead of schedule due to a surplus in supply.
It just really puts me at ease. I'm not constantly worried about getting COVID.
But the fight not over yet. The CDC says COVID was the third leading cause of death in the U.S. last year behind heart disease and cancer, as it continues to claim more lives today.
Sarah Donloff reporting. Pfizer is working on a new ready-to-use COVID-19 vaccine, which company officials say will be easier to distribute than their current one. Pfizer's current vaccine comes in a concentrated formula. It needs to be watered down or diluted before it's administered with some saline. The company's president of global supply says it plans to produce a new version that will no longer require a diluent. They expect that to happen sometime second half of this year. But before it can be manufactured, Pfizer does have to get authorization from the Food and Drug Administration. An Argonne man has been arrested on drug charges after a traffic stop in Crandon this past weekend. The Forest County Sheriff's Office and Wisconsin State Patrol say the stop happened around 7 Sunday evening. They say 57-year-old Pamela Blank of Argonne was driving the vehicle. 34-year-old Jeffrey Blazing of Argonne was in the passenger seat. Law enforcement says they found almost 6 grams of meth on him, along with THC products, LSD, pills, and drug paraphernalia. Blazing was arrested for multiple charges, including felony possession of meth with intent to deliver. He was later released from custody after posting a $1,500 cash bond. Now that winter is over, the Schwabmagen-Nicolay National Forest is preparing to conduct prescribed fire activities. Organizers say that these burns are done to restore and improve wildlife habitat and reduce wildfire risk across the northern part of the state. Certified professional fire specialists are expected to begin this process in early April as weather and fire conditions allow. They say they will also notify any neighboring residents or officials ahead of any prescribed burn. The Boulder Junction Public Library will be holding a spring book walk next month. The walk will be on April 10th at the Boulder Junction Winter Park. The walk will have laminated pages of books mounted on stands along the park's 1-mile trail loop. The book for the walk is When Spring Comes by Kevin Hanks. You can contact the library with any questions. Some important news for our over-the-air viewers. We are adding 2 new digital sub-channels, QVC and Home Shopping Network. They'll be our 12.4 and 12.5 stations. That switch will happen tonight at roughly midnight. So if you watch WJFW using a digital antenna, you will need to rescan your TV. Our chief engineer, Marty Magerson, explains how to do that.
In the morning on Thursday, you want to take your remote, go to your TVs, go to your menu or to your settings, find the channel selection, and choose it to auto scan, and that will pull in our signal as well as other signals surrounding the area.
The process should take 5 to 10 minutes. Meanwhile, in our Wausau area, over-the-air signal is moving from channel 27 to channel 12. So we'll be on channel 12 everywhere across the Northwoods and North Central Wisconsin. Again, this move only impacts our over-the-air viewers. If you watch us with a dish or cable, nothing will change, just over the air. This week, the federal eviction moratorium was extended for an extra 3 months. Now, that's good news for many struggling renters. But what exactly does it mean for those trying to rent properties out? We'll take a closer look. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching Newswatch 12. We're proud to serve the town of Spirit in Price County. Folks all across the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
There's a splash of surprise in every Wisconsin Lottery scratch game. Like WOW, the new $10 number match game, featuring a chance to win double the prize with a WOW symbol or instantly win $30 for every binocular symbol revealed. A chance to win up to 25 times and a top prize of $75,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Psst. Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Every child, no matter their zip code, should have access to a great public education. As a former teacher and superintendent, I know what it takes. I've led schools to high student achievement, I've expanded preschool, and I've balanced budgets. My opponent has proven she can't be trusted. She tried to cover up a $500,000 school financial scandal. Our kids deserve better. I'm Jill Underly. As state superintendent, I'll always do what's best for our kids.
We want to see your big old fish. Go to WJFW.com, click on Big Old Fish under the Contest tab, and upload a photo of you and your latest catch. Then make sure your friends and family watch Newswatch 12 Friday evenings at 6 and 10, and Mondays on Newswatch 12 Today to see your photo featured on our Big Old Fish segment. Not only do you get to show off your superior fishing skills, you're also entered to win a fish mount from Norling Taxidermy Studio. Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Well, we are winding down March as we wound down December with temperatures in the 20s. So tell the turtles and the worms to hold on. It's not like this much longer as we do have warmer temperatures on the way. If you come out now, it's going to be pretty cold tonight. Low temperatures back in the teens. Out there right now, it's 24 in Rhinelander, 28 for Tomahawk, 30 in Mosinee, 25 for Phillips. So you get the idea. Well below average temperatures today. Well advertised below average temperatures for today. But it gets better. Warmer temperatures are on the way as soon as tomorrow. And just for kicks here, you can see this is the live picture of the South Pole. Guess the temperature there today. It's 65 below zero at the South Pole right now. So some perspective there for our temperatures, right? But here's the cold air in our backyards right now, 35 in Green Bay, 40 Chicago. But look over here. Take your eyes over here. This is the beginning of our warm-up. It's going to be a doozy tomorrow across the plains and move our way quickly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Again, a couple of you could still do 70 this weekend. Not tomorrow, though. So tomorrow up near 40, 50 on Friday, followed by 60s over Easter weekend. So here's that trend. So again, tomorrow is going to be a bit cool, but the sunshine all day long tomorrow. It's going to feel a lot warmer than that, right? 52 for Friday. And then once the 60s get here, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, they are going to stick around for a while. The average high now being 44, 45 will likely be above that Friday onward for many weeks around here. So right now, a northwest wind around 10 to 15, and there's a problem with that, though. The air is also incredibly dry. Check out these dew points of 4 in Rhinelander right now. This is like kind of Phoenix dry air out there right now. So the dry conditions combining with the wind is giving us a first look at the allergy index this spring. Tree pollen is just now beginning to register, but again, grass, weed, and mold, not quite yet, but hold on, it's coming. So get your Zyrtec ready, right? Looking around town, you can see here at the Mackinac Bridge, the traffic is moving. Some kind of cloud cover out there now. Over in Michigan, for us in Plover, a mixture of some sun and clouds, but sunshine is few and far between today. And it doesn't matter with temperatures in the 20s out there right now. So here's the big picture. So a front came through yesterday, brought that area high pressure, or cold air kind of moved in. But the front, that one there is going to change our lives this weekend. It's moving in our direction. Warmer temperatures are on the way as soon as tomorrow. And also the fire danger as well will likely stay dry through the weekend into Monday and Tuesday with elevated fire danger out there through the weekend. Our forecast for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and still a bit breezy. Lows down near 13. The average low is 24 with a north breeze around 10 to 15. For tomorrow, it's Thursday already. Mostly sunny and warmer, not warm. High near 41 still with a north breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows a quiet stretch of weather on the way. Friday 52, Saturday 66, Easter Sunday 65 under partly cloudy skies. Justin?
I like the looks of that forecast. Thank you, Jeff. With the federal eviction moratorium now extended for another 3 months, local landlords say they are starting to feel its impact. Chris Molker, who owns property in Oshkosh, he's also the director of legislative affairs for the Wisconsin Apartment Association, explains with some tenants simply not keeping up with monthly rent, some properties are in jeopardy of being foreclosed.
Our tenants are our customers, and we want them to have good places to live, and we want them to be able to pay their rent so that the landlord can pay their bills. In the end, the banks will get their money, and that may result in a foreclosure.
Molker adds it's important for landlords to work with tenants and provide them help. Renter assistance programs like the North Central Community Action Program are available, but some landlords fear that tenants are taking advantage of the program and them.
A tenant not paying the rent that could, taking advantage of the system, obviously hurts. There are funds available for tenants that have been impacted by COVID, and the landlord needs to participate in that process for that tenant to get the funds, but that pays the rent.
He says landlords expect many tenants will face repercussions if property owners choose not to rent to them again if they don't make their payments. Today, President Biden outlined his plan for a massive overhaul of what he considers the nation's crumbling infrastructure. Many, especially in the GOP, are questioning the plan's price tag. We'll have the latest from Washington after the break.
Hop on over to the Easter Weekend Beat the Clock sale, Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get big savings on our top looks store-wide, plus no interest financing for 5 years, and bonus discounts up to an extra 10% off our sale prices at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Keeping your family close together in your home these days are important. Let us remodel your kitchen and bath. Kitchen Bath Mart specializes in complete remodels for the past 35 years. From design to install, we'll take good care of you. Stop in or call us today at Kitchen Bath Mart. We're your #1 choice in kitchen and bath remodeling. Highway 70 East in Arborvitae.
This is Ford Truck Month.
Are you ready for a ride?
Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America.
Welcome to the show.
Right now, get $5,750 in total savings on a 2021 F-150. Only during Ford Truck Month.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Hop on over to the Easter Weekend Beat the Clock sale, Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get savings of up to 40% off clearance and special buy appliances, plus no interest financing for 12 months and delivery within 5 days. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Governor Evers and Department of Transportation Secretary Craig Thompson plan to tour the state fixing potholes to promote the governor's roads budget. Evers and Thompson will make stops Wednesday in Chippewa Falls, Wausau, and Appleton. Evers' 2021 through 2023 state budget includes nearly $2 billion for highway rehabilitation, about $565 million more for highway development, and close to $1 billion for transportation aid for counties and municipalities. Now, whether those amounts survive in the final budget remains to be seen. It's unlikely. Republican lawmakers will spend the next few months revising the governor's proposal before sending it back to him for his potential signature. President Biden is traveling to Pittsburgh today to outline his plans to rebuild the nation's infrastructure and shore up the economy. Many Republican lawmakers, however, are balking at the plan's cost, could be $2 trillion, and at the way the president plans to pay for it. Alice Barr reports.
All across the country, aging bridges, roads.
They really need to come fix it.
Power and water systems tell the story of America's outdated infrastructure. President Biden today delivering a long-promised plan to invest $2.25 trillion in updates and repairs and create what the White House says will be millions of new jobs.
We have to do this historic investment to get people back to work, to make sure we're better protected from storms, to make sure more people across the country have access to broadband.
The proposals include $650 billion to rebuild roads, bridges, and ports, hundreds of billions more to bolster the nation's manufacturing sector, electric grid, water systems, and broadband internet, plus another $400 billion to care for seniors and people with disabilities. To pay for it all, the president wants to increase the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28%. Republicans already pushing back.
It seems less about infrastructure, more about tax increases, and more about the Green New Deal.
Today, the Senate's top Republican called the massive plan a Trojan horse of debt and tax hikes. But many industry leaders are cheering it, like the head of Airports Council International.
We have to modernize along with the airline industry and everybody else to be able to accommodate things like a pandemic.
President Biden hoping to build support to build up the nation's crumbling infrastructure.
That's Alice Barr reporting. Newswatch 12 viewers this week had a variety of things on their mind, including questions about an animal in our studio. But we begin tonight's Your Two Cents with a comment on big old fish.
To listen to your messages, press L. When you guys talk about the big old fish, you kind of say that Joey snagged this lunker. And just so you know, a snagged fish is an illegally hooked fish, and it does not count. So if you could just reword that, please. Thank you.
I'm just calling because the new weatherman, Andrew, talks way too fast, and we have a hard time understanding him. Maybe he could slow down so we could understand him. Thank you. Bye. I just wanted to say that the male staff that are on the air dress professional with suits and ties, but I feel that the women should dress more professional as well, like wearing a blazer or a sweater over short sleeves.
In a recent broadcast, when Jeff was doing the weather, it appeared a dog walked through the studio set. I was just wondering if it was Jeff's dog. Take care. Bye.
What dog? No, I'm kidding. That's Theo. We'll give you that much right now. We will address some of those other concerns on Friday on My Two Cents. If you want to make your voice heard, give us a call, 715-365-8812, extension 319. Again, 715-365-8812, extension 319. We'll be right back.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that'll make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas. And beds. We've got beds. Check us out. Prices so low you'll think we're crazy. Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun.
Maybe your bath is outdated, or it's difficult to clean, or it's just not as safe as it should be. Bella Friday here, and I am joined by Brian Gottlieb from Jacuzzi Bath Remodel. Brian, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Bella.
So Brian, two of the most common questions that we get are, what are the design options and are they affordable?
What are the design options? It really have endless designs that Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has brought to the market, all with great colors and textures and hardware. Well, we actually come to your home and we bring all these things with us so you can design the bath of your dreams in the comfort of your own home. They'll even bring an iPad with them, so they design the bath on an iPad as you're picking out choices so you can really see what your bath or shower will look like.
And how does Jacuzzi Bath Remodel make that affordable?
Yeah, so on that very same iPad that we did the design work, they can do a very simple credit application and get an instant credit decision.
So not going to the bank?
No, none of that. It's a simple signature loan.
And what are some of the different terms for that?
Sure, well, we have a couple of different programs. We have a 12-month same as cash program if you want to not pay anything for a year. But we also have programs where the entire payment is about 1% of the overall project.
Okay, so just doing some quick math, if someone were to update their bathroom for $7,000, that's only $70 a month.
Yeah, it's really affordable. Imagine that having a beautiful bath installed in your home for $70 a month. You don't have to deal with a dangerous bath or a bath that's dirty anymore. You can truly have the bath of your dreams.
And I happen to know that Jacuzzi Bath Remodel brought some great savings. Take a look.
For a limited time, we're waiving the installation costs on your new bath or shower project, and we'll postpone all of your payments for 1 full year. Now is the best time to get the jacuzzi shower that you've always wanted. Get free installation and no payments for 1 full year. Call now, and I'll personally include a vacation voucher for 2 with your project.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Mix 96.5.
Jeff, a little chilly out there this evening.
It's been warmer. Temperatures out there right now are in the 20s. A very cold day across the area for us today, but just wait. Warmer temperatures are on the way. Tomorrow up near 40, but lots of sunshine tomorrow, and then 50s are not too far behind, and we still have a chance of doing 70 for a couple of you this weekend. But outside now, not so much. It's 29 in Merrill, 31 for Point, so it's cold out there. We'll have lows tonight back in the teens. Satellite picture shows some clouds across the area now. It's going to be a beautiful sunset. But still, we'll stay dry through the weekend and beyond. But here we go. So tomorrow, 41. All right. Friday, 52. Better. Saturday, look at the weekend here. Easter Sunday, 65 under partly cloudy skies.
That is going to feel wonderful. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt is next. We'll see you back here at 6 with more.